Today, we will discuss the second part of the chapter, the sectors of the Indian economy. First, we will discuss the meaning of gross domestic product. A value of all final goods and services produced in all the three sectors in a particular period of time is known as gross domestic product. The value of final goods is calculated, not the intermediate goods. It is done every year by the Finance Department of India with the help of NSSO under the Ministry of Statistics Department. Then comes the historical changes. At the initial stage, all the developed countries depended on the primary sector. With the entry of the secondary sector, people started demanding more goods. It led to the growth of the tertiary sector, which has become the most important sector in terms of production. Now we discuss about the interdependence of the sectors. Here we can see the sugarcane crops are there. To carry the sugarcane crops to the market or the industry, we need some kind of a transport which comes from the tertiary sector. And when the sugarcane is carried to the industries, so that is considered as the secondary sector. And then the final product is being prepared, which will go to the consumers. The importance of the tertiary sector. The first point, it provides the basic services like hospitals, post offices, etc. Then growth of primary and secondary sectors. With the growth of it, the tertiary sector also increases because primary and secondary both needs some kind of a transport to carry the raw material and the finished articles. Then they need the bank to deposit any kind of a profit or money. Some kind of institution is required to give training to work in the secondary sector, etc. Third, increase in the income. With the increase in the income, the people start demanding more articles and more things. For example, eating joints are there, more shopping areas are being required, etc. Fourth, growth of the IT sector. With the tertiary sector, the information technology sector is continuously developing and which is contributing to the GDP. Globalization and urbanization. With the coming of the MNCs, the people are being hired or the people are being given the jobs for different kinds of work like supervision, data entry, etc. Urbanization, when any kind of a housing society or the area is developed where there is settlements, nearby we need different kinds of service. For example, transport, bank, medical facilities, educational institutions, etc. Unemployment. It refers to when a person is willing to work at the prevailing wage rate but does not get a job. So that is considered as unemployment. Types of unemployment. The first one, seasonal unemployment. When people are unable to get work with the variation in season, it is called as seasonal unemployment. Next comes the disguised unemployment, when more people are working than required. Underemployment, a situation in which people are working less than their potential. How to create more employment opportunities? First point, providing loans at low interest rate to the people. Second, develop the infrastructures in rural areas which will provide jobs to the people. Third, promote industries in rural as well as urban areas. Fourth, develop education and health centers which will give livelihood to the people who are having the desired degrees. And fifth, develop tourism which will lead to the livelihood of the local artisans. NREGA, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act of 2005. It was started by the central government, and it was said that the government will provide 100 days of employment in a year. If the government does not provide the employment, it will give the unemployment allowances to the people. 2/3 seats are being reserved for the women. Thank you all.